No wonder that gambler likes you so. Don't try to emulate that gambler's penchant for attempting to be overly clever. Very well. The Charmony Festival is about to commence soon. Take advantage of this unique... saying such a thing merely indicates that you have not truly... The principle of balancing work and relaxation is scientifically grounded with the relevant proof. The executives of the IPC and the Guild say that we are strategic partners. Yet, from my perspective, I am invariably... From this perspective, Aventurine isn't what you'd call an ideal student. Yet, he's also not utterly obtuse. Alas, the void within him can never be filled by talent and knowledge. Then you'll excuse me.
Remember?
Look who's here.
Oh, you're here too. Let's set aside those...
I agree.
No problem. Making an entrance like that, us...
Well, my job was just to give the eye. Well, you were at Dreamflux Reef, we were... But that emanator did...
Forget it.
The feud between the Marketing Development Department and the Strategic Investment Department is well known. Looks like things are about to...
Thank you. And I also hope you...
I'll pass. But I do hope you guys have fun.
Well, if it isn't my old... That, such a pity. Look how Oh! I understand now. Guess there is no harm telling you. The abilities of the... now that I think about it, it was good that Branya got there when she didn't, Bellabot. Hey there, lively guy. What should I call you? What a unique... So, mister. What?
this is your way. Sounds simple enough. Very pragmatic. Then, to fulfill this wish, the thing I need is simple. The tail. Well, it's a two-legged animal with black fur, a round head, and long ears. It's omnivorous and is prone to mood swing. Bring its tail to me as collateral, and your dreams will come. May fate bring us together again.
A reward with no risk? I'll take it.
The festival hasn't started.
Hi, we meet again.
Who's that?
It's really you. Yes, it's just I didn't. Two murder cases, a showdown with. It's a good thing that you guys managed to overcome all those difficult problems. Congratulations. There will always be somewhere. After all, you guys are on the path before joining the Stellaron Hunters. Elio told me that this journey will tell me how to live on. That's so... I'll pay extra attention to any leads that will let me live on. Yes, sadly I was looking in the wrong place. Do you know Miss Jade from the IPCs? She told me her price. I know. But what she wanted, of course I want to live on. But what fate owes me, I want it paid back. Speaking of which, actually, I feel that I still owe you a formal apology, for even the smallest of lies can turn into a betrayal as sharp as a blade. Yes. And to me, hiding is much easier than being honest. Yet, I still want to try.
It's that girl! Get moving! Arrest that criminal before the Charmony Festival's open!
I can't believe they've chased me this far. Looks like we have to say our goodbyes. Don't worry about me, just the script hasn't reached its end yet. We will.
I hope she's okay. But if it's only those two hounds again, I'll send a message later to check in on her. Let's go attend the Charmony Fest. Let's take a seat here. Why do I feel like there's someone waiting for me? Forget it. I've done enough walking around already. Looks like I don't have to worry about her. Let's wait for the opening ceremony to start.
Hey, Miss Robin!
Hey, Miss Robin!
Over here, Miss Robin!
Distinguished guests, fellow family members, it's a pleasure to join you all in celebrating the grandest ceremony of the Amber Era, the Charmony Festival. Firstly, on behalf of my... As you all may have noticed, this year's Charmony Festival is far from regular. Thanks to the efforts of everyone, this celebration is Not only that, the customary opening ceremony, we invite you to express your warmest applause and deepest appreciation for OT Alpha. What makes this festival so unique? Thanks to the hard work of Penacony's internal and external factions, we've finally gotten the dreamscape back on track. And finally, the last reason. Does everyone remember the Watchmaker? In truth, the father of Penacony, Mikhail Chard Legwork, one of the legend. In the most bewildering times of the planet of festivities, it was he who descended from the sky with his companions, who taught us through trailblazing where freedom lies. It can be said that Penacony's splendid success today is deeply rooted in the trailblazing ethos the Watchmaker planted within us. Only by honoring this trailblazing spirit can we fulfill our mission and spread harmony.
Aww, that's so nice of her. She's talking about us. Obviously. Wait, why does that seem...
And now, the sweet dream is back on track. All thanks to the Trailblaze, of course. If it weren't for us, with unanimous consent from the 5 major lineages, Penacony's family, on behalf of all family members throughout the cosmos,
Oh, I wonder if it's gonna be a big one.
we will transfer ownership of the Radiant Feldspar to the Astral Express. A meager appreciation. Let us gift our applause and cheers to these brave and dauntless Nameless.
Nameless! Nameless! Nameless!
And now, I'd harmony. To the cheers!
Cheers.
To make a decision like that. This little bird is no less capable than her brother.
But have you forgotten someone, my gray-haired friend? I've put a bomb on this ship. You have 10 minutes to find it. Better hurry.
When did this get shoved into my hands? There's still so many bombs. Now's not the time for plot twists. I can't handle this. All set. Let's start following the plan.
You finally arrived, oh great. What? This is called foreshadowing. All right, now that you sound 5, 4, 1. Really that important? I'm not even. Was it surprising, shocking, or?
At least I made some progress. Gotta keep working at it.
We meet again. I am kinda got yourself into a pickle. I'm more. Boss. Drat. It completely slipped my mind. I need your help, mister. The first case is the soul. The second case is the. Those are all the details. The way I see it, that I trust in your deduction. Bing, bing! Correct answer! You're good. Seeing as you've put in so much effort, I'll throw you a bone. The bomb's not here. This is only a prank.
Not much time left. I hope I make it. Is that fire?
28 minutes, 46 seconds.
You're here! Looks like she also sent you a Since you're here, I'll just keep it short.
27 minutes, 52 seconds.
The sweet dream has lost the protection of the Order. Apart from its creator, I fear no one knows. It's difficult. Time is running out, and Actually, there might be. Do you still remember? The script said that I will experience. I think this moment heralds the third. You may already know that I have no way of evoking dreams. I employ a Stellaron Hunter's special as long as I can bear the pain of the Memoria pressure. I'll be able to dive into the primal memory zone beyond. I will take this bomb into the depths of the dreamscape. As deep as. Don't worry. I believe that this Firefly armor will be enough to take me to where I need to go before the countdown ends. And maybe even make it back safely. At present, this is our best and most logical course of action. After all, a long story deserves a happy ending. I have some words to share with you, though they were spoken to me by Miss Acheron. She said that the so-called at the moment, there are so many things that seem impossible. But are they really never going to happen? Maybe it's just that the moment, whether it be a literal ending, suffering akin to death, or a harrowing deathscape, before the appointed destination arrives, they are all that when that moment arrives for us to make a choice, the answer to all, it is not destiny that shapes us, but the Astral Express and the Stellaron Hunters are like light and shadow. We walk on different paths, intertwined, moving forward and growing together. Maybe the end is predestined, but it is not today.
Since things are going too well, let's speed up the countdown.
Human life is short, just like fireflies to a flame. So if you have an answer in your heart, always remember, don't leave with any regrets. We have this right, don't we?
Since you care so much about other people's safety, why don't you go take a closer look?
You see, everything is possible in this land of dreams. We
each came here with our own goals and realized them in unimaginable ways. Regardless if the result was a sweet illusion or a bitter reality. It was an answer we longed for, day and night. So, why do people choose to slumber? I think it's as you said. Because in the end, we will wake up from our dreams.
When I arrived, I happened to see a child holding it. He said the flowers were prepared by Aunt Jessie. For the Mikhail would place 2 bunches of flowers here year after year. And after he left, your wishes will always be remembered by someone. Now, Penacony, as you hoped, has welcomed the dawn after a long, dark night. The path forward may not be a bed of roses. Tiernan, you can go. While the Nameless are also preparing for the next stop of their voyage.
But before leaving, we still have...
Looks like you've also noticed that history fictionologist is nowhere to be found in Penacony. Disappearing. I believe he must have come here at the end to bid farewell to his nameless friends. Similarly, I'm sure you all have plenty you want to say to them. A fitting end to the tale of the departed. One could not ask for a better farewell. Go on.
Honestly, when I heard the conductor's request, the Nameless, those who trailblaze, doing good, it seems, in the land of the...
History may not remember the names of the dead, but the stars will the first glimmer of light in the prolonged night often illuminates little. But because of this, people will remember. As long as something shines in the night sky, then when the first star... Brooklyn Tiernan, Rosalina Jane Estella. A toast to history that no longer remains silent. The passionate and courageous...
That statue. It wasn't here last...
Looks like this is the last riddle that Mr. Gallagher left for us. In the end, we still failed to figure out his true identity.
What should I say? I mean, this guy is definitely a history fictionologist, all right. I'm suddenly reminded of the time... Either way, he's an... And at least our journey together in Penacony was real enough. And... Gallagher, we raise a toast to the festival's invitation. If we ever meet again, please don't...
Is the Astro Express ready to... Apologies, Mr. Oh, that's all right. You've all done... What will the people of Dreamflux read? Many will continue to live here. Penacony's nights are long. Mika and residents of... To your tenacity throughout time.
trailblazing expedition started from them just like a clock's hands that turn round and round. There shouldn't be much left to say. And then, a new page will be turned. Mikhail Char legwork. We raise a toast to Penacony's past, present, future.
With that, our duty as nameless should be complete, right?
The trailblaze can illuminate the way. But
I still feel that Mr. Mikhail must have really wanted to witness this day himself.
What's on your mind, March?
Just a strange feeling. I had it a few stops ago, but it's super strong this time.
Why not talk about it? Maybe everyone's
I can't help but think that whether it's Mr. Mikhail, Mr. Tiernan, or Madame Rosalie, they were also young once. Stumbling and bumbling around just like us. Getting into scraps and mischief, that sort of stuff. But those things are all in the past. Yeah, maybe that's the it'll be easier to understand if I use an analogy. Like when you're reading a book. If one of its characters keeps running into obstacles and experiences an ending full of regrets, we're bound to because we've seen every nook and cranny of their lives, we see. So, even if there are parts of it that aren't really realistic, but what if they and we, when Mr. Mikhail sat in this chair, waiting for the Astral Express to arrive every day, what was he thinking? And if, at the end of his life, he could still then what is this regret we feel?
I think each and every one of us is searching for the universe is vast, and our lives are but specks. The trailblaze never, but it is in this minuscule distance that paths cross and countless worlds connect. The universe may not remember every person who leaves a tie along. As long as we remember, their stories will never end. And what Mr. Mikhail has left for us is his answer to this very question. It may not be perfect, and its meaning will be interpreted by those who come after us.
It's not the answer that's important, but
this is what trailblazing is.
Sure. I'm really sorry for bringing down the vibe. Quick, Don Hung, tell us a dad joke to lighten the mood.
It's never a bad thing to reflect. One day we'll all have to face it.
But before that, we still have a long way ahead.
So the most important thing right now is to tell the conductor what we saw in Penacony. Then prepare ourselves for our next trailblazing destination.
I should get back to the Express. Or maybe I could say my final goodbye to Acheron.
Do you still remember when we first arrived in Penacony? Who would have thought our... Come to think of it, I didn't even... Simply put, I'm a self-annihilator who was cursed by the Nihility. My hometown was destroyed a long time ago, and the whole world was erased in order to fight against the cruel end of self-destruction. I went on a journey, in search of a way to sever the chains of the Nihility. In there lurks a secret called Device 9. One day, The ocean of stars is vast, but the trailblazing expedition ahead is always full of unknowns. And my blade... Ah. In that case, I must apologize for my rudeness. Because of the Self-Annihilator's curse, my memories are stripped away, blurring my past. And after our journey together, what I originally thought were familiar feelings... What do you mean? It's improbable that you've crossed paths with my past self. What I mean is... I see. You've also had a similar experience? Then you should know that this me... Long ago, I too was like you, with irreplaceable companions. We also embarked. Unfortunately, we didn't achieve the outcome we wanted. But moments like this... In this universe, there exist countless worlds that are similar yet different. I too have wandered alone, encountering acquaintances on strange worlds, seeing their silhouettes. So, in your opinion, what does this déjà vu mean? Attachment, desire, longing. I believe it's not something external, but something that originates within us. Perhaps it's a source of warmth and happiness. Or maybe it brings pain and sorrow. Each time we reminisce on our past, we always seem to notice a tiny bit. That is a summary of our lives, encapsulating everything about us in these moments. Within them, we glimpse our own essence. And just like everyone in this story, hurtling onwards along the path of destiny with passion and courage for the things that set forth on your voyage without hesitation, Nameless. Even if the ending has been predetermined, that's fine. But before that, on the road towards the end, and because of this, the end, this is the meaning of all those things, beautiful before, it will still bloom at the end of the nihility.
Wow. Your method of
Still better than just standing there like a scarecrow. How could you say that? Don't be so mean. And while we told Pom Pom all about our adventure, and they suddenly The conductor, Hop Hop, is just angry. Yeah, no matter where the express stops, you lot always manage to cause chaos. My well-thought-out timetable completely ignored. If you cared, that's right. Pop-Pop is just angry. It's not...
It's okay. Oh, Pom Pom, just let it all out. Everyone, could you all take a break in the next car? Don't worry.
But...
Let's go.
It's okay. Oh, Pom Pom, just let it all out.
Those three Nameless must have meant a lot to Pom Pom.
No one knows exactly when Pom Pom boarded the Express, but one can surmise that their journey has been filled. The fact that they're crying so hard is probably a good sign. It proves that Pom Pom's emotions haven't become dulled by the grind of time. Leave it to Himiko. When it comes to comforting, there's no one... Well, they were a little emotional at the time, but Since you joined us, the Express has stayed longer than anticipated at every stop along the way. And to ensure that everyone always makes it back on board, Pom-Pom...
I see. No wonder I can...
Turns out Pom-Pom's been silently putting in a lot.
Different from typical vehicles, the Astral Express converts every trailblaze into the energy it needs to run. Ideally, as long as trailblazing expeditions continue without interruption, the Express, but because of our previous encounters, fuel is being used up much faster than expected. We can...
Only 2 more? Isn't that super risky? Oh, I don't want to become an ice cube floating around in space again. When you put it like that, but I don't even want to become an adorable ice cube floating around in space again.
Which also means that we must prudently consider our next destination.
Yes, I've already checked the astral charts. The 2 nearest worlds to us are the oceanic planet of Lushaka, and as for which one we're headed to...
Or perhaps you might consider a suggestion. Everyone, we meet again.
It's you! Why were you just in my...
It's a very cute room, Miss March. Just like you.
Memo Keeper, let's put aside...
I accidentally overheard how the Express obtains fuel. I just wanted to chat with everyone to see if we could work together. But now, it appears...
Please speak candidly. Depending on what you say, we could very well...
The Permanence's descendant. What a charming little dragon. Especially with those mired memories of yours. But I digress. If the Astral Express is in urgent need of a special... Have you all considered this? Perhaps your destination could be a world that... Should you be able to lay down a new stretch of silver rail, the...
Trailblazing to a world that even Caefly has never been to?
Continue, Memo Keeper. This destination of which you speak...
A world that many across the universe don't even know. A world hidden away from outside observation. A world fettered by 3 paths. The Eternal Land. M4.
I hope I'm not too late, child.
I wasn't...
Don't you know how many sentry posts the family has built? And how hard it is to get you out of here?
Looks like...
What do you mean? What time?
Negotiation, interrogation, or death. The dance is done. Why bother with the compassionate pretense and give someone who's about to die?
Despite your fall from grace, you still look well.
Do not insult my pride with half-veiled sarcasm.
Oh, of course not. I merely came to fulfill your younger sister's wishes. To offer you a generous trade.
Robin?
To build a true haven where everyone can attain peace. That's the oath between you siblings. If I told you there was still a chance to realize that... I recognize the gravity of this question. Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds. Sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world... As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's... a word of advice for you before we part ways. A word of warning, for life is too short to miss out on golden.